All right, here we go. When I was talking about this trinomial, 1, 2, 3, tri meaning 3, like a tricycle, 1, 2, 3. So trinomial multiplied to a trinomial. There's no pluses or minuses in here. So we are doing multiplication here. This is distribute and then combine like terms, which is what we've been doing when we do polynomials all together. So what does that mean? Well, it means we're going to do a lot of drawing here. So we're looking at that first term and we multiply it by all three terms in the other one. So 7 times 3 is 21. 2 plus 2 is n to the 4 because we're adding the exponents. Multiply coefficients, add the exponents. Take that number again, 7 times negative 3, which is negative 21. 2 plus 1, that is 3 n's. 7 times 5, 35, and 2 plus 0 is 2. Notice, if it's descending order, 2, you want to put 1, none, 2, 1, none. They're descending, descending. This is going to be a descending order. 4, 3, 2. All right, we'll take the second set. And we'll multiply it by each number on the other side. So 4 times 3, that's 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. So guess what? It goes right here. Notice it's descending order. We're just going to keep dropping down and moving over. 4 times negative 3, negative 12, 1n and 1n is 2n's. They just start lining up. 4 times 5, 20, 1n, no n, so that's 1n. Notice 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Okay, you want to put a 1 up there, that's fine. So we're done with that line. Now we have to deal with that 8. The 8's going to be a little different. We're doing with the 8. And I'm going to loop this over. I know it gets a little messy there, but 8 times 3 is going to be 24. And notice, I just keep jumping down 1 every time. Well, 0 and 2 is 2. Look at all the 2's line up. All the 3's line up. There's no other 4's. Well, guess what's going to happen here? 8 times negative 3, negative 24, no n, 1n, so 0 plus 1 is 1. And then 8 times 5, 40. What are we going to do? Yep, combine like terms. We're going to use our graphic organizer here. We're going to separate all of these like terms together. We have our 4's, our 3's, our 2's, our 1's, our none's. So nothing to add to that one, so it's just 21n to the 4th. Negative 21 plus 12 should be negative 9n to the 3rd. 35, let's see, 24 minus 12 is 12. 12 and 35 is 47. N to the 2nd. Just take that 35 minus 12 plus 24 and you'll get your answer. Yeah, 47. And then negative 24 or 20 minus 24 or 20 plus negative 24, either way you choose to do that, it's still going to come out as negative 4n to the 1st. And then nothing to add to the 40. And what do? We distributed each one to each one of those. And we line them up in this direction. They're all going to be descending order. That's the way this program's set up. There's not going to be any funky ones where they're switched around. Okay? So you're going to have this descending order. And you see each time that we list them, we skip over 1 each time because that's just what happens. It's 2, 1, and none. That's why they move over. Add your like terms together. This is all this is. Distribute, combine like terms. That's all you can do. There's no equal sign. You can't do those last 3 steps because we don't have the equals. Those are opposite operation steps. All right. I'm going to go through this one a little bit quicker. So we're going to deal with that one there. All right, 7 times 7, 49, 2 and 2 is 4. Negative 7 times 8, negative 28, 2 and 1 is 3. Notice 4, 3, and guess what? The next one's going to be a 2. 7 times 7 again is 49, and yep, 2 plus none is 2. 4, 3, 2. Now I'm going to take the 8. I'm going to add that to each one on the other side. 8 times 7, 56, 1 and 2. You want to put a 1 up there. That's 3. Notice it just jumps down. It's going to be 3. This next one's going to be 2 and then 1. 8 times negative 4, negative 32, x to the second, because there's 1 and 1. And 8 times 7, 56. Take that 5. 5 times 7, 35, x to the second. 0 and 2 is 2. Just keep dropping it down. 5 times negative 4, negative 20. Oops, that one was an x to the 1, by the way. Missed my x. But I noticed it because I know descending order, that should line up. And 5 times 7, 35. That one does not have an x because no x and no x. Organize your material. 49x to the 4th. We got 56 minus, what is that, 28? 28. X to the 3rd. 35 minus 32 is 3. And add 3 to 49. 52 x to the 2nd. 56 minus 20 is 36x. And nothing to add to the 35. I told you these are going to start getting, these get longer. Could you have more, quadnomials or whatever? Yeah, you can. 4 nomials, 5 nomials, you could. You just have to take what's here to there. All right, that's 2. This video is probably going to be a little longer than I want it to be, but here's what it is. I need to move. All right. 8 times 6, 48, m to the 4th, 2 and 2. 7 times 8, 56, m to the 3rd. And 8 times negative 4, negative 32, m to the 2nd. That's a 1m there. I know somebody was confused on that the other day. 1 times 6 is 6. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 m's. 1 times 7 is 7 m to the 2nd. And 1 times negative 4 is negative 4, 1m. Negative 3 times 6, negative 18 m to the 2nd. 0 and 2 is 2. Negative 3 times 7, negative 21, just an m. And negative 3 times negative 4 is positive 12, no m's. Combining like terms, which means we're adding them. Note, I'm very careful not to run my line through my pluses and minuses, okay? We can put a plus there if we want to. 48m to the 4th, 48m to the 4th power, because there's nothing to add to it. 56 and 6 is 62m to the 3rd. All right, here. 32 and 18 is 50, minus 7 is 43. negative 43, sorry. That's negative 43 m to the second. Yeah, that's it. And negative 4 and negative 21 when added together becomes negative 25 m and 12. Make sure I did that right. Yeah, I'm good. Last one. Once again, you're just taking each one of them, one by one. Multiply that by each number. 5 times 5, 25. 2 and 2 is 4. 5 times negative 6, negative 30. 2 and 1 is 3. 5 times negative 3, negative 15. 2 plus 0 is 2. Negative 3 times n. Or negative 3n times negative 5, negative 15n to the third, because 1 and 2 is 3. Negative 3 times negative 6, negative 18n to the second. 1 and 1 is 2. Negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. There is 1n. 1 plus 0 is 1. I want to put the 1 up there, that's fine. We take the last number. 5 times 5, 25, 2 n's, because 0 and 2 is 2. 5 times negative 6, negative 30, 0 n's and 1 n is 1 n. And 5 times negative 3, negative 15, no n's, no n's, no n's. All right, 25n to the second. Negative 30 and negative 15 is negative 45n to the third. All I'm doing is adding the coefficients, leaving the exponent, or the variables, the same in the exponents. Alrighty, what are we going to do here? We've got 8 and 5, we got 33 minus 25, 8. Negative 8, n to the second. Nope, I didn't get that right, did I? $28. That's 30. Is one of these incorrect? One of these is positive. Oh, that is right there. That's why it's not correct. I saw that on there. That's a positive 18. Now it's 28. They'll say there was no way with what was up there that I could get 28. Yeah, that should be positive 18. That's why we just don't write it down, guys. You need to say, okay, and that's a perfect example. You guys do this, and it's wrong here, and I'm looking at it going, well, there's no way you could have came up with an answer. I know that it's on the answer sheet, but what I did is when I found out I got 8 and the answer on here is 28, I knew something was wrong up here. So I went back and looked. I just looked and said, oh, there's a negative and a negative. That's a positive. So that's where the error was. All right, so make sure that you do that. 9 and 30 would be negative 21n to the first, and then just negative 15, and that is the proper answer. So you guys see how I know that that's wrong when you do that. I get it that you're just writing down the answer because I give you the answer. The answer is there for you to check it to make sure that if there's an error, you go and find your error. It's got to be something in here, and all you got to do is check that spot. Is that right? Is that right? Is that right? And that would give you all of that. All right. Have a good one. If you have any issues, email me and I'll get on Google Meet with you. Remember, you have to be in my Google Classroom for a resource in order to get on that Google Meet. So if you have any issues, you need that link, email me and I'll get it to you. Bye.